Mum's Red Lipstick by Jean Mills of Thirlmere, 2572. Narrated by Janine Penfold. It would be hard to explain my childhood. In the days when it was very rare for women to work, my mother was a full-time career woman who worked as a head girl in a haberdashery shop. She was a brilliant seamstress who sewed magnificent wedding, bridesmaid and party dresses. She was always immaculately dressed in beautiful, stylish clothes and pancake makeup. She always wore red lipstick. I worshipped her from afar. Recently, I discovered that my mother had severe, prolonged postnatal depression following my birth and apparently had never bonded with me. Now, I have accepted this explanation for her rejection of me. It is difficult to know how this profound childhood emotional trauma from my mother's rejection impacted me. I know that I was a shy, sad, insecure, lonely child who lacked confidence and was vulnerable to bullying at school. It did leave me with significant immaturity, no confidence, and an inability to be a fully fledged adult. Even when I grew up, I retained a feeling of being alone against the world, although very self-reliant and independent. Fast forward 20 years, and I came back to the hospital in my hometown, nursing many of my mother's cohorts who had known me all my life. One day, my mother came to visit one of her friends at the hospital. She also spoke to other patients and staff who had told her what a wonderful nurse I was and how much they loved and respected me. My mother had never shown me any affection. She informed me that when I was young, I had told her, "I will be a nurse when I grow up. You will never know because you will be dead by then." She said she was glad she was not dead and had outlived my prediction. She also told me she was proud of me. From this time onward, we started to try to mend our past broken relationship, and I finally healed my hurt. My mother passed away from bowel cancer when she was 78 years old. I have come to terms with all the years of estrangement and suffering caused by her rejection. It had been doubly hard for me, as she always had been very loving with my other siblings. I have no bitterness towards her now. When she was dying, I spent the last months of her life with her, and I came to admire her strength. She never once complained, even though sometimes the breakthrough pain was evident in her low moans. She died soon after her children had said our last goodbyes, told her we loved her, and left her bedside. What an amazing woman. Now I am again without my mother, whom I yearned for all my life. I have overcome differential, extended growing up years to bear, and gone on to shoulder the many obstacles life threw at me. I gained many partly completed university degrees, completed diplomas and certificates in numerous educational fields, nursing, life skills, training, arts and crafts, along with sporting achievements. I went on to get a Bachelor of Social Sciences and Welfare with a diploma in counselling. I am now retired and lately happily married. I then started writing and have recently published and launched a book about a mysterious creature called the Wallendill, with help and other stories from my friends. My grandson actually saw the dill on a walk through Thirlmere National Park, and now it is real. It is a book that blends facts and fiction with emphasis on saving our native fauna and flora. I am now writing a book of fiction, as well as many short stories and poetry. In my 70s, I have become a fully rounded, well-adjusted person with contagious joy and enthusiasm through gaining understanding and explanations for my vicarious trauma and the impact this has had on my equilibrium in my formative years. I now believe that I am an exemplary product of my life, with few regrets. There is still time to empty my bucket of unfulfilled hopes. I cannot sew, but I now wear red lipstick, just like Mum. The end.